Alright, hello and welcome back. NerdDragon 88 here with Matt Gath.
Hey.
We're playing Civ 4 Beyond the Sword. We're working together as a team versus four mostly unknown AI opponents. We did set their nations, but I don't remember what they were. One of them might have been Arabian.
Yeah, one of them was Arabian.
Yeah. We did avoid certain nations because the game programmed the leaders as not very nice.
And when I played Civ 5, Rome really made me mad.
Yeah, Julius Caesar
So I
will get you every
avoid them
time.
now.
Yeah, Julius Caesar will still get you every time, though.
Yeah. Especially Civ 5, though. When they can declare war on you and then declare peace on you, and you can't do anything about it.
Yeah. Oh, look. I moved him.
So
Yeah.
are we able to place cities on top of the ice, not the ice cap, the ice?
Yes.
Because if you take a look to that
And that'll
southern
turn it into a
area,
useful spot.
the ice will.
Yeah, because cities have a minimum set of stuff. A minimum amount of resources that they produce. So I always produce at least one
Okay.
hammer, and I think it's one or two food, and then a money.
Because if I put it on top of there, it will still be able to get all three, and it will make that useful. If you take a look to the south, if I'm right, the ice cap totally seals off this inlet,
Yep. Certainly looks that way.
which means it doesn't matter that it won't get any defensive bonus there.
Okay. Yeah, Civ 4 does move kind of slowly, but we're getting there.
Yep. It's always a slow starting game.
Well, it's a slow game generally. Takes a lot of turns to get anything done.
I'm going to take a look down south just to be certain.
No, I think I'm just gonna
Oh, yeah.
get at auto explore because I'm getting frustrated with having to tell them to do stuff every turn. But on the other hand, it gives the audience something to see.
Yeah. Wait, where are they? They're sitting on top of corn.
Oh, God,
What?
I moved a city location by one so I could get lots of fish.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out that if I'd kept the previous location or gone slightly different from it, I could have gotten myself copper.
Oh, yeah, I see that copper now.
Yeah, now as is, I'm gonna have to finagle my way to get it. Which means I'll put a city here. But that might overlap. Yeah, right there.
Adrian. Yep.
So okay.
There will be no overlap there.
Okay.
And it will totally seal you off over to the coastline.
Yep.
Because you have two squares between there and the coast.
And there's a bear.
Yep.
Okay. Ending my turn. Oh, God. The problem is I'm building Stonehenge instead of, like, a ton of workers.
Yeah.
You know what? I think I'll set this to just build some workers right after this, because I need to make sure that they get built.
Yeah, and at the moment I have more workers than you.
Yeah.
Because I built 3 and found 2, so I've got like 5 workers for 4 cities.
Yeah. The thing is, all my stuff is basically set up for lots of cities that are all very nice.
Mm-hmm.
So I get settlers for cheaper and I get workers for cheaper.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
What?
Looks like I'm going to have to build a archer.
Yeah?
Because Lisbon's being all whiny.
They're complaining about no defense?
Yes. Okay, to be fair, it is technically a legitimate... Very nice. It is technically a legitimate complaint of, yeah, your nation has absolutely no military. We want something to defend ourselves against all these bears. And the wars that are to come, along with the axemen.
Yeah.
How far am I? Okay, so I'm 5 turns away from Stonehenge.
Once I have my granary and my workboats done, in my capital city, I'm going to start cranking soldiers out of it. Oh, nice. So, let's see here.
So I can
finish a workboat in 6 turns.
I see.
And it grows again in 2.
So it looks like 6 turns for the workboat, then 9 for the granary, then another 6 for the other workboat.
Yep.
Yay, I got my settler finally.
I got another settler for free.
Meanie.
Question is, should I go for that copper
Oh,
right
I just
away?
did a... Oh,
Take 9
god damn it.
turns.
I just sent a settler straight towards where the bear was.
Oh,
It's not too late.
sucks.
It's not too late. I don't see the bear yet, but it means I've wasted a turn of movement.
Yeah. Fish.
Actually, I'm going to change what these people are doing. Unless they've got actual progress on this. No, so yeah, they haven't put anything into it yet.
Mm-hmm.
Make a workboat. And then make another workboat. And then make an archer.
I told one of my workers to go preemptorily build a road toward the city that's going to have the copper. I had 2 groups of workers, both deciding to build a road to the same city, along the same path. So I was just like, no. You guys don't need to be doing that.
So Lisbon is going to be making a lot of workers after it's done making its archer.
Yeah. You're going to shut Lisbon up and then they're gonna get to work.
Yeah. Okay. Granary. Yeah. I'm having to send a settler towards that area where the bears were anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But okay.
Muito bem.
I also thought that cities were worth more than 1 point.
Yeah.
You have discovered metal casting.
Yay!
Okay, so they're gonna connect that road.
Okay, no. Okay. I changed up things a little bit for Lisbon.
Yeah.
For their queue. And I think I will actually finally start spending a little bit of time in Anarchy.
Okay.
Yeah, so for this turn I'm basically producing nothing.
Yeah. So what are you getting?
You have discovered
What are you
writing.
getting, Adrian?
I got myself Hinduism.
Okay.
Pode contar conosco.
Okay. I really should be producing more settlers, but that's gonna be okay for the moment. Why am I from Stonehenge? Okay, so I'll wait till next turn to do my other conversion. What the? No! Damn it!
What?
I got super zoomed out.
Yeah, mine automatically zoomed on me too.
Lion.
Hmm?
Lion.
Ah.
Right
You
next
have
door I wanted to
discovered
make my city.
ironworking.
Oh. I found another village and they gave us ironworking.
Oh, nice.
That is a good one to get.
So we now have Stonehenge.
Yep.
Oh, wrong thing.
Well, looks like I found the northern edge of my continent.
And my scout has
Looks
done the
like you may
same.
have found the northern edge first. Yep.
Haha.
I think I'll take horseback riding real quick just to get
You
it
have
out of the
discovered
way.
priesthood.
Well, 17 turns isn't necessarily real quick, but
No, it isn't. And hereditary rule might do us a
actually,
bit
it doesn't
better.
really give us anything that we need.
No, it doesn't. I mean, do you need horse archers?
Not really. I haven't even found anyone to kill yet besides the wildlife.
Yeah, see?
I'm thinking of working toward the calendar so I can make use of all of the
That wine?
the wine. Because I've got 3 wine and nothing to do with it.
Yeah, sounds like a decent idea to me. And along the way, you'll be getting a lot of other stuff that's really good.
Mathematics.
Yeah, I still find it weird that basically castles
Which-
are optional.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, given how Eurocentric things have been in the Civ games,
Yeah.
and you get it basically shortly before you would end up reaching the thing that obsoletes it, which is kind of dumb. But
Oh, yeah. Then again, I know why they put it that way, Adrian. Castles didn't really start being built widely across Europe until I think like the 13 or 1400s. And then gunpowder started being widely used in the 16 to 1700s.
yeah,
So it was only a period of about 200 or 300 years where castles were widely used and they were actually useful.
yeah. I do look forward for us being able to jump in age, though.
Yeah. Move out of the Stone Age.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they call it the classic.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
Omkeren.
okay, the first thing that you can build can be a settler.
I found another tribal village.
Nice. Judaism is apparently
some
spreading.
clans. And some panthers. At least those scouts have a bonus against animals. They, like, literally ran headfirst into panthers. And then the panthers run away.
Hmm.
And then I advance on the panthers again.
I'm about to get iron. Because apparently iron sprung up right next
Yeah.
to one of my cities.
Oh, nice. I just got a free worker.
Yeah. What you're experiencing is what I normally experience.
Tons of free workers and settlers.
Yeah. Along with free tech. I know it's bad, but I'm already kind of regretting my choice of leader.
Yeah. And there's some lions.
Yeah, me too.
Crap. I just moved my free workers towards some lions.
Hmm. I think I'm going to plot out at least one more city over here.
I am going to avoid advancing on the panthers again. I can finish exploring that area later.
Hmm.
I just founded Nuremberg.
Nice.
Eventually, Nazis will be tried in my city.
I hope that the Nazis don't turn up.
It's okay, they'd eventually lose anyway. They've got a bad leader.
Seriously. So many mistakes made.
Like I explained. Huh?
So many mistakes made.
Yeah, it's my opinion that there was no way that Germany could have ever won that war. Specifically because of who they had in charge.
Yeah.
He made a lot of mistakes.
Where to put another one? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. Ah! Damn it! I was counting.
The lions fortunately did not attack my free workers. They gave me a chance to run everything around and get some scouts to defend my workers. One moment.
Yeah.
Yes? Okay.
So yeah, what's going on
Awesome.
with my stuff over here is that I'm trying to plot out where to put more cities, which I want to make sure don't do a ton of overlap. Or if they do overlap, it's in dead spots.
And I think I'm going to start having a bunch of building a bunch of archers out of Constantinople. They have 9 unhappiness.
Yeah, and I am sorry for you guys if any of you can hear any of the stuff going on in the background around here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It only takes me 4 turns to build an archer anyway.
Nice. It's taking me like 14 or 10 turns, something like that.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah, I have
Okay, now I can do it in
+7
2.
unhappiness because of the population.
Yep, I can now do it in 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's because I got 2 mines going on, so... Yeah. 2 mines and a forested hill.
Okay.
Which I think I'm probably going to take those forested hills and put lumber mills on them when I finally get that, when we get replaceable parts.
Yeah.
And then, of course, railroad everything!
Hmm.
I still remember one point I was playing a game with my folks, and I managed, with their help, mine, because, you know, we were all on the same continent, but managed to put railroad on every single tile of the entire continent.
Yeah. Oh, the game that we were playing before that we lost because I lost my computer was well on its way to that.
Yeah.
We had railroad on like over half the tiles because we both had about 30 workers running around the continent just because all of our improvements were done. They were just running around the continent upgrading our roads.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. And we were on we were starting to invade other continents.
Yeah. We had one, like, super massive continent, too.
Yeah. We had half the AIs run our continent. Ooh, I have iron. I'm sending my people down there to go build a mine.
I am now finally connecting things by road.
Yeah.
Because I now have a second worker.
You now have a what?
A second worker.
I have I have a worker that's building roads in preparation for my city building.
Means I have more workers. Okay, so let's see what we got.
So it looks like they finished the mine there. They're going to build a road up to there next.
That'll be too close to that.
Yeah?
So I have to put this one...
Oh, figuring out your next city location?
Figuring out another one.
Yeah. I only have 2 of my city locations left to build in. So I'm going to have to start figuring out new ones soon.
So either I can build on the pig or I can build on the coast. I think I'll build on the coast. Sorry, I was holding things up apparently.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't mean to. Hinduism is finally spreading, yay! By the way, if you manage to find like a really long crazy river that like goes almost all the way around a tile before it goes off to do other stuff,
Mm-hmm.
or if it does a cool zigzaggy thing, build a city in the middle of it for later.
Yeah?
Yeah, because once you build a levee, each one of those tiles gives an additional product. It's either an additional 1 production or an additional 2 production.
Oh, okay. So a rather significant production boost.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah. Wibby wibby wham wham was off. Well, I fucked it up, and yeah, Futurama.
Yeah, I wasn't even gonna say anything about that one, Adrian.
That's okay, because I did.
Yep. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah. I'm really good
Definitely
at making
build
fun of
a line
myself.
Huh?
I'm really good at making fun of myself.
Yep.
Could build a city like right here. I get a lot of dead spots, but pig and lots of hills, but then maybe no elephant. I'll have to explore more before I decide on that one.
Yeah.
So much more exploration that needs to happen. There's my stupid scout. Okay. Let's go check on Metcalf.
Think I'm going to convert over to Buddhism because because it is in 3 of my cities.
Yeah. It'll get you extra happiness in all of those cities.
Yep.
Extra culture for the ones that aren't your head city, if I recall correctly.
And you gain 5 culture instead of 1 in the
where it was founded.
In its holy city.
Yeah.
And since its holy city is my capital city, I gain 5 culture in that one, and 1 culture in each of the other 2.
Yep.
So.
And if you then take organized religion, you get plus 25% production of buildings.
Specifically religious buildings, though, right?
I don't think so.
Oh, never mind. Cities with Buddhism.
Yeah.
Will construct buildings 25% faster. Yeah.
Which does not include wonders, and obviously does not include troops.
Yeah.
Another thrilling turn of hitting enter. Just watched a bunch of your people move around, though.
Yeah. I don't have a whole lot left to explore on my continent.
Are you running out of continent?
Well, no, I've still got plenty of area to expand into, but my exploration is going.
You have a potential whole bulb up here in your northern section.
That northwestern area?
Yeah.
Yeah, that could potentially connect to a larger area, but I've got like 2 different scouts heading up there right now, I think.
Yeah. You should also probably have one go towards the one that's on your northern border, too. Which doesn't look like it'll amount to anything, but it could.
Yeah, I have one heading over there also.
Okay, so I have another
2
worker.
of my borders expanded. So river plains, those give a lot of food, you said?
Yeah.
And not river plains, the river desert.
Yeah.
Desert with fresh water.
They give you food, and as I recall, you can make farms on them.
Yep.
For the more food. So yeah.
Yeah, that's why we put Istanbul where we did. Because then there's only 1 section of actual desert.
Yep. And one dead square isn't bad.
Yeah.
My-
Especially considering my whaling city.
Yeah. My father often agonizes about, oh my goodness, I have one super wasted square in this possible city. And I'm like, it's no big deal.
It's one square.
Yeah.
Basically, reaction is like, Dad, it's one square.
Yep, pretty much. We can build the Oracle. We want to advance a little bit more in tech before we do that, though. We also want to do it before anyone else does it. So that's something to think about. And you might want to build the Oracle, actually, thinking about it.
Okay. I'll build it in my capital next.
As I said, we also want to try to get a little bit further in tech.
Oh, yeah.
So let's see how far we can get in the amount of time that would take for... Okay. Once you're done with whatever it is you're working on, we'll figure out exactly how far in tech we can get. Like, distance along things before utilizing it.
Because I have one more turn for my barracks, and then 3 turns for walls, and then 10 turns for a forge. That's what I currently have lined up.
Okay, so that sounds like it's about 20 turns?
14 turns.
14 turns, okay. So 4 of yours is going to be spent on that. Wait.
And then the Oracle is another 13 turns after that, so 27 turns.
You're contacting me for trade?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Actually, let's see what we have.
Cities.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't want us to trade anything other than cities.
The funny thing is, if we were to give each other a city on the other person's continent that's connected by road, we could then actually do proper trade.
Let's take a look at our cities and see if we have a good city for that yet.
I know I don't,
Okay.
because I have very little roads.
Whereas almost all my cities were already connected.
Yeah.
One thing I could always give you later on is Vienna.
Okay.
That's on the northeastern area, right on the ocean.
Yeah.
Because it has access to both wine and corn.
Well, I have corn now.
Yeah, but that would give you wine.
Yeah.
At any rate.
Although, is there any cities that you're building that don't have resources?
Not planned out yet. I have some with duplicate resources.
Okay.
But I could always put one down in the middle of my continent or somewhere else.
Yeah, basically, eventually you'll probably find a span that you can't really do with, cities that are nestled together without having something in between. So
let's take a look. My very northeastern area. It looks like there's no resources up there that are visible at the moment.
corn, fish, clams, more corn. Unless you were meaning Western.
You found corn up there?
On your continent, in the northeastern corner, there's 2 things of corn, a thing of fish, and a thing of clams.
Okay, I see the 2 things of clams. I mean, the clam and the fish.
Yeah. Oh, you might want to turn on your little bubble question mark thing. Your little speech bubble.
Alt S?
No. Down by your minimap. Or, oh, Control R.
Control R. Oh, okay. I was wondering how you're spotting resources so quickly. Okay. That clears it up.
Yeah. You might also want to use a Control Y if you aren't using that already.
Nope, I hadn't had that on either. Though I might be able to find some areas.
Yeah. Looks like you might end up having one north of Nuremberg.
Yeah.
Because you will want to have no blank spaces on your continent.
Oh, yeah. Keep barbarians and stuff from spawning.
Certo.
So what is it that Oracle does?
Gives us a free tech.
Okay. Which is why we want to push tech along as far as we possibly can first.
Yeah, that way we can get a nice, big, expensive thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so... trying to think. I think I'll build a couple more scouts.
Okay. So that north central one, I found rice up there. And the one that's going up northwest, there's corn and sheep over there.
Yeah.
So it looks like if we want to get a trade route established relatively early on, it's going to be the one that has the least resources that are useful to us.
Which I do have a city planned that doesn't actually get any resources.
Yeah. Actually, let's see here.
And that northeastern bit, you could probably fit 2 cities up there. Yeah.
No, that spot won't work for a city.
Take a look at your northeastern area.
I'm trying to plan out areas over on the west right now. Okay. It's directly west of Augsburg, So the west central area of my continent. I'm looking up there because I'm trying to figure out where to place the cities. Because I have corn, sheep, and 2 fish, but they're relatively spread out. But there really isn't enough room there for 2 cities. But you can't get them all with 1 city.
True. And sometimes spreading them out amongst more cities is better, anyways.
Yeah. So if I were to do a city there, that would create some overlap, I think.
On top of the corn.
Yeah, it'd have to be on top of the corn. I assume the disadvantage of doing that is I wouldn't be able to develop the corn, but I would
Correct.
gain the extra. Would I gain the extra bread from the corn? I just wouldn't be able to throw a farm on it.
Yes.
Okay, so I'd gain the 2 extra bread from that area because of the corn, but I wouldn't be able to gain the 5 bread from throwing down a farm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna miss out on that other fish too. Oh well. I was trying to figure out how to snag all 4 of those, but I guess it's not really possible.
Well, you could build on top of the hill and then get a single square of overlap with the sheep.
That actually wouldn't be too bad, right?
No, as I said, like up to 4 dead squares generally isn't too bad. I mean, at 4
Okay.
dead squares, it's pretty bad, but
But this way I can get the bonus food from both the corn and the fish.
yep.
Yeah, I only plan out like 2 or 3 at a time. That way I don't mess up my overlap too much.
Well, if you want, you can have a look at mine. At my planning. Got 4 in that northern area. Can't do any of the others, unfortunately, but I do have another 2 planned in the south.
And I just threw down a city which would have no resources that I can currently see. Directly north of some mountains over by that area that we were just talking about.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And that way it's also fairly protected, so.
Mm-hmm. I think that's about as much city planning as I'm going to do for now. So I'll throw that one down next. That way we can get our... I can have one ready to trade to you, and then I'll build a road over to it.
Okay. I guess I'll switch which city I'm going to be building up next. I've currently got 2 settlers in the works.
Yeah. What?
So
Oh, damn. A barbarian warrior has appeared. Shit.
that's bad. That means you need to like get archers everywhere now. Yeah, so just make sure you hold control when you click on the archer.
Oh, damn. It's going to take me 7 turns to get an archer over there. I'm going to lose the city.
Which one?
Augsburg. If the barbarians go after the city, I'm going to have to retake it. So I'm going to have to start pumping out troops so I can siege and take the city.
Istanbul.
Build them out of Istanbul.
How long would it take you to build an archer out of Istanbul?
Let's see here. 5 turns.
Yeah. And then you're still looking at about another 2 turns to get there.
Yeah, but at least I could start pumping them out of there so I can retake the city. So pretty much at this point, I have to plan on losing the city so I can retake it.
Yep, which means you're going to want warriors for that.
So probably axemen.
If you got them, yeah.
Yeah, I can build axemen. Those will take 6 turns to build out of Istanbul.
So yeah, 12 turns to build 2 of them, and then have an archer ready.
Never mind, I read that wrong. 9 turns. What? It changed. A moment ago, it said 7 turns for the swordsman and 6 turns for the axeman. Now it says 10 and 9.
Oh, it's because you're not converting over some of the stuff from the settler. But your settler was almost done.
So 6 turns if I leave the settler on there.
Huh. Why is it... I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Alright.
Maybe because I don't know. Maybe because once the settler's done, the city's gonna grow?
It's basically 1 turn away from growing after the settler's done.
Yeah, and the settler will be done in 2 turns.
Yeah.
Anyway, I figure 2 to 3 axemen will probably be sufficient.
2 axemen ought to be sufficient for 1 warrior who's fortified in a city.
Especially since I'll have some archers over there by then.
Yes, there's no forested hills to attack from.
Yeah.
So that does tell me
There's
that I need
a hill
to do more...
and there's a forest. But there's no forested hills.
Yeah, that does tell me that I need to do more archers.
Fortunately, it's not a very developed city, so they'll have a while before they can start building stuff out of it. But yeah, so the barbarians have started cropping up, so archers are definitely a good thing to build.
Yep.
It's probably about time for us to stop expanding and start fortifying.
Sadly, yes. And it's not even 1000 BC yet.
Yeah.
Sweet, sweet.
I am
orange
still
water.
planning for you getting that trade city, though.
Yeah. I do like that for most of the nations, they have them speaking their native tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and another thing I didn't like about Civ 5 was how they, made it so that all the, you can't stack units anymore.
Yeah.
I really don't like that. The inability to stack units.
On the other hand, it did get a little ridiculous when you have stacked some 40 of the same unit on a single tile.
Yeah.
And I imagine just removing the stack limit would be way easier than putting a cap on the stacks.
Yeah.
And having that vary from thing to thing that you're using. Nice, you have a +4 bonus to health from the forest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There. There. All my scouts now have all their orders canceled. I am going to converge them all on that one city. They may not be able to do much.
Well, they can't attack. What you could
The
do is...
warriors just moved off to the side instead of up at a diagonal toward the city. Not the warriors, yeah, the barbarians.
Yeah.
Well, if I'm able to get my scouts down there, they'll at least be able to defend.
Yep. A delaying tactic.
Yep. It's worth sacrificing the scouts, especially since almost my entire continent's just explored already. But it's going to take a while to get them down there. I have one that can get down there in 5 turns. Hopefully those barbarians will be mindless and not go north.
Yeah, so... I don't think that you can get swordsmen.
I can build swordsmen, but... Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to hold off on those moving those settlers for now. Need to make sure that they're traveling with warriors or archers at all times now. So I'm going to put them to sleep. I'll go wake them up later.
Let's see, so...
Yeah, the barbarians wandered off into the fog.
Nice. Yeah, so it looks like Axemen basically get a attack of or strength of 7.
Uh-huh.
If they're up against something like a warrior.
Okay.
Yeah, so the swordsman is basically only good if you're up against archers, I guess, in the city.
Okay.
So
going after other players, they're good, but...
Well, the thing is, if they take over your city for long enough, then they'll start building archers.
Okay. But I was going to smash them within just a few turns anyway, so there was no way they were reaching enough turns to start building archers.
Yeah.
But either way, at this point, I'm thinking my scouts are good for nothing other than just keeping area visible. That's really it.
Yeah, basically up until we get the sailing going.
Mm-hmm. And then we can move our scouts over to the next continent.
Yep.
Representantes ao serviço.
Let's see, I could either produce another archer in 3, a settler in 6, or a worker in 4. Oh, or I could actually start doing the thing that I forgot to do before making a whole bunch of archers.
Yeah.
Build a frickin' barracks.
Mm.
Which means that my archers aren't going to be very good.
I'm building one archer in each city, then after that I'm going to build a bunch of barracks. Getting my defenses up, then I'm going to make sure that that my next batch of units is tougher.
Yep.
And then the weaker archers are going to be cannon fodder in my first war.
Okay. That, or you could use them for a happiness bonus.
Well, by then I'm going to have one military unit in each city.
Yeah, but if they start getting more unhappy than the happiness that you're currently generating, if you get hereditary rule, you can just drop a bunch of archers into a city and then poof, they're happy again.
Yeah. Which, later on, I usually do end up going for hereditary rule.
Sem problema.
Yeah, generally hereditary rule, serfdom, organized religion, and environmentalism?
Okay.
I think those are my typical civs.
Yeah.
Or my typical civics.
Okay.
Oh, okay, so yeah, it's hereditary rule, vassalage, serfdom, environmentalism, and then organized religion is typically what I have by the end of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Although I do fairly often use universal suffrage to get that being able to spend money thing.
Yeah. You want to know what'd be really funny?
What?
We trade these cities, and then coal and oil pop up next to the city that I gave to you, and nowhere else on my continent.
That would be terrible.
It would just figure, though, right?
Yeah. Stay tuned to find out if this really does happen. So many elephants on my continent.
Mm-hmm.
At least 5 elephants.
Yeah, that's something I don't have.
Yeah, I'll be able to give you elephant.
Mm-hmm.
And piggies if you don't have them.
Yeah. Which I think I do.
Okay, how fast is your archer production? It's 4 per. I think I'd rather have you doing something else.
So do you want me to build the Oracle now or something else? Actually, I'm going to build another archer real quick. It'll only take 2 turns.
Okay. They have an archer. They have
So
an
what do you
archer.
want me to name your city?
I don't know.
It's Mainz is the name it's recommend that it popped in by default.
I'm almost tempted to suggest, say, with Dragon's Hold or something like that, but, actually, I might have myself an idea. So give me a few
Sem
moments.
problema.
Oh, we also need a name for the city that you're going to own in my territory. So while you're thinking about that, I'm going to do something that the viewers won't be able to see. Which is I am going to find a Google Translate. And since I am playing the Portuguese,
Do they speak Portuguese or Spanish?
Portugal speaks Portuguese.
Okay.
Oh, I have a bit of a doozy for you here. Okay. So, I'll spell it out for you.
Okay.
So, capital C OVIL space DO space DRA GAO.
Let me guess. Is it a Cave of Dragons?
It's Dragon's Lair with a accent removed from one of the letters.
So that's what yours is going to be called?
Yep.
Okay. So is a settler in place to found mine yet? Or are you just saying...
Yes, I'm looking at the name of it right now.
Oh, okay.
It's suggesting Lagos, which I don't think you want.
Lagos? You know what?
So, what's your city name going to be? Are you using my tactic?
Yeah. Is there any way to do a text chat in Civ?
Yes. As I recall, you can hit enter. Or not? No, not enter. What is it?
Nope.
And I can rename it in a second. I'll have it build a granary right now. Okay, so Sorry, folks, I have to go looking at the... This does not help me find the key binding. I don't remember how to do it. So I don't think it's enter. Is it T?
Anyway. No. I'll just spell it out to you.
Okay. I mean, that's where you can drop into the Skype.
It'll be quicker if I just spell it out.
Okay. Spell it out for me.
Okay. So, capital L-I-P.
Okay.
S-I-T.
Good.
Space D-E.
Okay.
Space capital V-A-L-O-A-R-E.
Uh-oh.
What?
I ran out of room.
I didn't realize we could do that. I will choose something else then.
No, hold on.
You want that?
I got it. I got it. At least I
Oh.
think I got it. I just took out the spaces.
Okay. Okay. It'll work.
I just hope I did. Just hope I actually did spell it right. I'm sure everyone watching already knows if I spelled it right or not. Which, I'm sorry if I got it wrong. I'm only hearing it the one time over. Okay.
So what do you want to start building in your city?
I was just starting with a granary because that's super simple.
Okay.
But, yeah, the road is pretty close to being connected.
Yeah. One moment.
Sorry, did you hear anyone knock or someone that was in the front of the door?
No.
Yeah, I called the pizza and I guess I checked my phone. I guess they called and said, yeah, this girl was knocking on the door like several times. I was like, I'm right next to the fucking door.
And I didn't.
So, yeah, that...
Alright, I'll let you go.
Yeah.
Actually, think about it, we're probably approaching a good episode end.
Okay, I'm back. What was that?
Thinking about it, we're actually probably approaching a good episode end.
Okay.
It's not exactly exciting or thrilling, but, yeah. We've now made each other's, trade cities. As soon as I get this road connected, I'll be handing it over.
Yep, and yours is already connected.
Okay. See, I got,
The road was done before the city was done.
Oh, that bit of road is already done. Okay, so I think it's going to take like another 2 turns or something.
Okay.
Oh. And, next turn, we get the compass.
Oh, okay.
So join us next time as we finally get the compass, which will help in our being able to get across the waters on our way
Our
to
quest
Optics.
to conquer the planet.
Yes. Or at the very least, have a very, very large chunk of it and get everyone else to agree with us.
Yep.
And vote us as supreme rulers.
Or be the first ones to space so we can launch nukes down on the rest of the planet from safety. You know, typical evil villain type stuff.
Well, see, I'd probably prefer to, go to Alpha Centauri.
But you give them a little goodbye present, just like in case you're not able to kick their asses militarily. You give them a going away present. You're flying away.
Maybe. But we also all know that the trip to Alpha Centauri is doomed to become split amongst several factions as they finally arrive on Planet, which is apparently the name of the planet in Alpha Centauri. We don't know why, but that's the case.
What's it named?
Planet.
Ah,
The name of the planet
I
is
guess they
Planet.
couldn't come up with a good name. Well, then again, a lot of people call our planet. Our planet is officially called Earth, which is another word for dirt.
Yeah.
So we have a planet named Dirt. Why not a planet named Planet?
Yes, we are the Dirtlings. So join us next time as us and our Dirtlings go about conquering this ball of dirt. So be awesome to each other.
I'll be back in a few moments.